Welcome back to 860's Blunt Truth Sports Edition. I am your host, Roman Christopher. Let's get into it.
One time for my niggas in the building. Two times for the women that be feeling they self. Three times for the niggas that be getting it. Four times for the women that could get it they self. Chef Curry whip it, then I shoot. Chef Curry whip it, then I shoot. These niggas hating on the sidelines. They don't know how to follow guidelines. Nope. Chef Curry whip it, then I shoot. Chef Curry whip it, then I shoot. These niggas hating on the sidelines. Hold up, wait. Why they on my timeline?
So the Denver Nuggets go on to cook the Clippers. Once again, James Harden a no-show on the scoring tip. He came through with 13 assists. He tried to get his team involved early, but he got to understand that sometime throughout the game, you have to start getting yourself going. You can't just take 9 shots. You got to start cooking. You are possibly 1A on this team. You can argue that between him and Kawhi, who's 1A and 1B. Kawhi did show up somewhat. He had good numbers, but he was also lackadaisical. He wasn't eager to win. And neither was Norman Powell. Where was Norman Powell at? Who got the APB out? He ain't here. I don't know where he was. He was there physically, but I didn't see him there. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. A game that's supposed to turn up in Game 7, and they just played like they ain't won it. I think they made plans already to go somewhere on vacation. Somehow they convinced Kawhi as well to go on vacation with them. That's what it looked like. Jokic put in his work, but overall, Russell Westbrook was a big reason for that dub, and I hope he does get a chip. I would love to see that, even if it is with Denver. It is what it is. But go ahead, Russ, man, because they always downing you when you're doing something wrong, but they'll never point out the good things you do other than saying he plays hard and shows up. I don't like that. You know what I mean? You're a former MVP, got triple doubles for, I believe, 3 or 4 straight seasons, which is not even easy to do for one season, let alone 3 or 4. So you deserve more respect. Put more respect on my boy's name, man. It is what it is. All right. Then we'll get into the fights Friday and Saturday. All I can say is whack, boring. UFC's where it's at, man. Boxing, I don't know, man. They were good for a while. They were starting to do better. I believe that they do have some good fighters and they should make these big fights, but Friday was boring. Saturday was boring. But Teofimo gets the dub, Devin Haney gets the dub, and Rolly Romero gets the dub in a boring-ass contest. It is what it is. Canelo also gets the dub in another boring contest. I think they just trying to get paid at this point. They don't really want. They trying to get paid and not slayed. That's what it's looking like. We're gonna get into the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets. Golden State Warriors pull it off. Buddy Hield came through big time with 33 points. Probably the most for him in the series. He was definitely lighting it up. The first half, I think he was like 5 for 5 or 5 for 6 early. Cooking from the 3-point line. Draymond Green came out aggressive. Steph Curry had no points until the end of the second quarter. He had 3, but he ended up showing out in the second half. But I can say Steph Curry was definitely doing other things that he normally doesn't do often or doesn't focus on, actually. I can't say he doesn't do. But he had 9 rebounds. No, I believe 10 rebounds. He had 10 rebounds. I forget how many assists. He had 2 blocks and 2 steals. Yeah, he did his thing and he closed the show. So hats off to them. I already knew that the Golden State Warriors were gonna get the job done. I would have put my money on them if I ever bet. And Houston Rockets, they put up a fight though, man. There were some dogs. I give them that. They actually looked like they wanted to win, and they were fighting. So I can't even knock them. But they young. They still inexperienced. I think a couple more pieces and they're gonna be good. They might be able to go somewhere. All right. Now into the Cleveland Cavaliers and Pacers. I think this was a stunner for some people, probably most people. They came in there and they put on a show. The Pacers did, and they got the Cavs out of there, which was a good game. It was a great game, actually. Donovan Mitchell 1 for 11 from 3, though. That's unacceptable. You were getting buckets every time you took it to the rack or you got to the mid range. Probably should look for that a little more, but you settled for the 3 a little bit too much. But overall, you can't do it. You can't have a great game every time, and you've been balling all season long, so I give you a pass. Besides the fact that you also missing Darius Garland, you know, your partner in crime, so he needs to come through and play, even if he has that toe injury. You guys need him just his presence out there could change the whole trajectory of the game. So I think that's it's a big loss if he doesn't play. That's gonna really hurt you guys and potentially get you guys out of there pretty fast. Um, and you guys been undefeated. Well, I can't even say undefeated. You guys had the second best record in the NBA, I would say, behind OKC, possibly even ahead of them. But I know it's really close, and only between y'all two though. Everybody else got cooked. So you guys got to turn up. You guys got to do what you got to do. But tonight, OKC faces the Denver Nuggets. I'm gonna lean towards OKC because they had enough rest. They got young guys over there. They got explosive guys over there, and they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which is balling all season long as well. He's unstoppable, but so is Jokic, the Joker. So 2 MVP candidates, top 2, go head to head. This is gonna be exciting. But I do hope that this doesn't sway anybody's opinions on who should get the MVP because this is the playoffs. Regular season MVP is for regular season. This shouldn't sway anybody's idea of or judgment or vote on who should get the MVP. Just give it to the rightful person, and that's it. Don't let this sway anybody's vote. So it is what it is. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and don't forget this weekend, maybe Friday or Saturday, we got busy schedules, so we can't really give you an exact time or date anymore. But I believe Friday or Saturday we'll be dropping another episode of Basic Soul's Blunt Truth with me as your moderator / instigator, my co-host Yaiko with the merch, and Rozelle with the Truth Serum. Don't forget to go subscribe, like, and share to the Agenda with Rozelle. And Between the Lines is coming through soon. Between the Lines, excuse me. That will be here soon by Yaiko. But for now, keep tuning in, man. We got a lot of things going on. A lot of good episodes for you guys in the works, all right? Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.